When it comes to a glow up, it's more about how you feel about yourself and doing the things that you actually enjoy. When you do things that you actually enjoy, you start becoming more happier and the people that you meet is much better. Afterwards, I'll talk about the mental aspect. By having a good mentality, by being around good people. When you start to take care of yourself in terms of grooming, you start going outside and not worrying about how you're looking all the time. By grooming, it's things that you can control. You can control the products that you have, the clothes that you wear. Even if you're not going to see someone or you're not doing anything important, you still need to be grooming because it really helps you to feel positive about yourself. And the reason for grooming is because when people look at your face, that's really the first thing that people see. And if you don't take care of your face, then it's really hard for you to take care of your body. And also, when it comes to you not taking care of your face, that's the first thing that most people are seeing. And that's something that you have to respect because people that do grooming, they already know that there's always something to improve. And by grooming, it's taking care of those imperfections. When you're focused on grooming, you start taking care of your imperfections. And when you start taking care of your imperfections, you start to realize that no one is really perfect and you stop putting people on the pedestal. And that's very important because when you put people on the pedestal, it's because you're not taking care of yourself, but other people are choosing to take care of themselves. In terms of a glow up from a physical aspect, it's just about making sure that you take care of yourself so that you're not embarrassed when you wear a shirt or like shorts. And I'm saying this because during summer, you want it to be that you're able to wear clothes that are comfortable for you, clothes that really like represent who you really are. And I'm only saying this because when you start going to the gym, you start improving your diet, you start having clear skin because of your diet. So for most people, because I don't want to say everyone, but for most people, what they would do, they would rather do things that make them feel better rather than doing things that make them feel better in the moment and then later they feel bad. I have a few things just to really say. So in terms of a glow up, you know the fact that I've been to the gym for quite a while, and before that I used to be very inconsistent. So that's the thing that most people may not realize about a glow up, because you're doing things that is consistent for like a long period of time and you're less focused on the outcome, but you're more focused on each and every single day that you do a good thing for yourself. So I'm referring to the gym because by going to the gym, I realized my arms got bigger, that I might not be the only one noticing that. And that could be the same thing for you because you may be doing these good things, but you don't realize the change straight away. And that's what happens when you have a glow up, because by having a glow up, you're choosing to do good things for yourself. But then also, when you have a glow up, you start to realize the people that you surround yourself with, they want you to glow up even more than what you expected. I'm going to talk about my trip to the beach, which was very recent, because that was on my summer bucket list. And by having a glow up, it just means that you have things that you really want to do. And in the summer, it's like a good time for that. Because during the summer, you have 3 months of doing what it is that you want. Especially in the summer, you're more likely to be outside. But then sometimes you do something and it's not where you want to be. But then also, you know, when you're trying to do something and you don't know which direction you're really heading, it's because you need to surround yourself with people that want to glow up as well. Because it's about your environment, because people can be in the same environment, but it depends how badly people want to glow up. And realizing the way that people will treat you after your glow up or in the middle of your glow up. You may have been the same person for so long, but to become a new person, you just need to know why is it that you're doing the things that you're doing, that are you going to wake up later, knowing that you've got things that you need to do. When it comes to a glow up, you start to realize that you want a new identity for yourself. And when you have a glow up, you start changing from who you was to who you are right now. And I don't think many people think of it this way. They know what it is, but they don't think of it that way, and they don't really say it out loud. Because when it comes to a new identity, I'm going to say this because you're more negative to yourself than to other people. And when other people succeed, sometimes you're not happy for them, but then you realize that when you succeed, you want to tell everyone about it. So in a way, I'm just trying to break that down for you. So in my case, I am actually happy that people do succeed, I'm happy that people put in the work and they're doing the things that they said they're going to do. And that motivates me more, because by me doing these videos, I'm not just trying to motivate you, but I also look for people that can motivate me. Most people recognize me for my long hair, but when I cut my hair, I did it because it's summer, my hair can grow back. And that's another thing, because I think of it this way: you go through bad times, but then it doesn't last forever. And also, when it comes to me cutting my hair, I'm not saying it's a bad choice, because if you have a glow up, you can pull off any hairstyle. So when I cut my hair short, I did it because it's the summer. But then also, when the barber cut my hair, it was a lot shorter than I expected it. So I just went along with it. Most people will be like, do something, say something. When you're so attached to your hair, you're attached to certain clothing items, and you're attached to certain people, you're then holding yourself back from really having a glow up. And even if you try something and you don't like it, you at least know. Because when you're stressed out, you can't think clearly, you start being negative to yourself and to other people. And also, when it comes to you having a glow up, it's not just about how you look, but it's about how you think about yourself. Because you can glow up and you're trying to impress other people, but then you don't see those people often. But not only that, you start to realize that when you try and glow up for other people, you may get their attention, but when you actually have a conversation with them, it's not really what you expected at all, because you have nothing in common. You spend time together, but it's just not the same. I'm not trying to say that when you glow up that you're better than other people. Instead, I'm trying to say that glowing up is a choice. And for example, when you glow up and other people see that, sometimes they may be negative towards you. I have one last thing that I'm going to say, which is like a real life example of what happened to me when I was on my way back to the beach. So I was on my way back to the beach, I got off the train, I made my stop to the shop as my last stop. And then what happened, I was about to get like 2 items. And normally I shop on card, but then this time I just thought, why not just use cash? And when I mean cash, it's because I had a £5 note in my pocket, but then also I had like a few pound coins. And the 2 items that I wanted to get, I didn't really have enough for it in terms of money, but I had like a £5 note in my pocket. And then what happened, I was waiting in the queue, and then when it got to my turn, I had 2 items. I don't know how to say it. Is it like a shopper, a shop assistant? But yeah, what happened, I was going to pay for the items and they said that I didn't have enough. And what I should have done is counted the coins before I went into the shop, or just given the £5 note. But I'm trying to make a point here, because, you know, for example, when I was shopping, my friend in front of me, which was from my primary school, before I even did YouTube, I realized that they recognized me and they said my name first. And I did recognize them, but sometimes when I do go out, I don't like talking to people all the time. And especially if I talk to people and it's not the reaction that I want. So I was on my way back from home and I had 2 items in my hand. And then what happened, they went first, they were getting drinks, and then they were getting their lottery ticket. The video cut out, so I'm just gonna make this point really quickly. So the reason why my friend from primary school recognized me when I was in the shop is because he still remembered the time that we used to always like spend time together as like a group. And I'm saying this because if I let myself go and I don't take care of myself, he would have never really talked to me first. And just because you have a glow up, it doesn't mean that you treat other people in a bad way. So yeah, that's all I got to say, and I'll see you again soon.